heard a little bit of conversation with target audience going on, and right target audience, wrong target audience. I actually wrote a book on behavioral psychology when I was 18 to 22. Wrong target audience. And I spent 2 years writing this book, and it's like 180 pages. And I even did research to make sure I was going to get the right target audience. And I launched this thing on Amazon, and the red carpet was supposed to roll out. It was supposed to make all this money, and absolutely nothing happened. I spent 3 years writing one piece of content, and it makes like $50 a month, maybe, right? Which is, I mean, hey, it's all right, but that's not what you want from a book you spend years on, right? So we can definitely hit the right target audience, and we can definitely get the wrong one, but we can get much, much better at making sure we're appealing to needs people have. Okay, so as we continue on, this is going to be the kind of crux of what we're getting today. And this is the modern marketing funnel. So we've talked about the 5 things Jesus did, and you're going to see a heavy overlap as we move into this next section with modern marketing. And this isn't my take, this is modern marketing. Let me see here. Okay, so we're going to be in section 3. You'll see section 3 at the top of the page, questions 1 through 4. Okay, so this is the basic marketing funnel. Now, they can be longer, they can have more rows, they can have more depth, and there's a lot more to be spoken of, but the basic idea is that firstly, a funnel brings people in and puts people out, okay? So people go into the top, just like you pour oil into your car, and people who ultimately align with your target audience and like your desired action stay with you, and they continue whatever it is we've called them to do. So Jesus, he goes, he puts Peter, Andrew, James, and John into the top of the funnel. He meets a need, and then he says, now come and follow me. And that's down here, and they either follow him or they don't. Okay, so this is the marketing funnel. Now, the marketing funnel is intended to also get rid of people. If I sell digital marketing services, I don't want 9-year-olds clicking on my ads, right? Because then I'm just going to pay a bunch of money and get no results. I don't want 9-year-olds walking around on my website and filling things out and creating clutter. That doesn't help me. That makes my system less efficient. And so in the top, I want to clarify who I'm talking to. I want to have a specific message. And at the bottom, I want to say, okay, you told me this message resonates with you, so come on with me. This is what the funnel does. The funnel, well, here, we'll just keep going here. Okay, so the modern marketing funnel is used to visualize the marketing process. Okay, so one of the issues, one of the issues that is very common with people who are not professional marketers, this was the case with me as well at one point. We've got Facebook marketing, we've got outreach, we've got ministries which do marketing, we have social media, YouTube, Instagram, email lists. We've got inbound marketing, outbound marketing, lead generation marketing, and it's like, what is happening? What am I supposed to do? I have no idea. And so the funnel helps us to organize where each type of marketing falls and what the goal of that is. Okay, so the marketing funnel acts as a framework for all of the types of marketing and orchestrates all of those types of marketing to get your desired action. Now, we have a staff marketer. I have been a staff marketer. I think Shaiju generally, again, would be considered staff marketer. Maybe Pastor Andrew's filling in on that. There's a lot of misconceptions as I talk with different organizations as to what the staff marketer is. What does he do? And most of the time, the conception is that the staff marketer does all of the marketing. And we've discussed that the staff marketer cannot do anything by himself because all of you are marketers. Each of you have a little piece of the marketing plan, and the staff marketer orchestrates that plan, and that funnel helps him to see how all of the instruments in that orchestra play their part. So, let's look at the connect phase of the marketing funnel. So firstly, we're going to identify our target audience, and we see Jesus knew who he was talking to. So number 1 in convert, maybe we'd even say floating a little above, connect. Floating a little bit above connect is knowing who you're talking to. So when you are creating your custom marketing funnel, Your target audience is going to be floating just above connect because that's who we want to reach. The second thing we're going to do, this is modern marketing strategy. You're going to go to that person. There is a major misconception with nonprofits as a whole, but especially in the Christian church, that we set up shop and then we expect people to come in the front door, and that's marketing. And the people who come to us on a Sunday morning, that's the cherry on top. That's not marketing. That's not marketing. Marketing is us going to them. I had a really great question during the meal, and the question was, what's the purpose of the product or service, and what's the purpose of the marketing? Okay? There are only two things you need to have a successful organization. Only two. You need to have a product or service that meets a deeply felt need, and then you have to get it to the people who need it. That's all you have to do. And number one, the product or service that you offer determines how deeply you meet that need, right? I can heal the back pain or I can heal the blindness. The question is only how well do I understand who I'm talking to? So the product or service meets a deeply felt need to some degree. We want to meet the deepest need. Okay, that's the product service. The marketing is the second thing, and it's getting it to people. If we don't go to where they are, we don't have them, right? We can't bank on them coming in. There's no guarantee they will, especially during coronavirus. And so we have to go to them. And the reason we have to know who they are is because people in Wahiwa, if that's part of the target audience, lives in Wahiwa, and I've got an outreach going to Waikiki, we missed it. We completely reached the wrong audience. So we go to them, as Jesus did. We meet a deeply felt need, as we've discussed, and then, call to action, we invite them back with us. Now, in the connect phase, this is, they have never met you before. They have never met First Assembly before. They have never met Jesus before. One of those will apply. And so this is the initial. Oh, you're in Red Hill? Oh, I've passed you 100 times. I didn't even know you were there. This is the type of interaction that the connect is. And so we meet a deeply felt need, and then we say, hey, come on, you like that? I've got more where that came from. That's what we see Jesus, right? He provides the miraculous catch of fish. He says, come on, let's go. And they're like, leave the fish. Let's go with that guy. That's what we want from connect. Convert. Again, we want to meet a deeply felt need. And so you'll see modern marketing is based solely on meeting needs, really. So we want to meet a deeply felt need. And then in the convert phase, we want to request a small commitment exchange. And to give you an example, with my website, again, I work with Clickmill, and when I show advertisements, let me see. When I show advertisements, the advertisements are up here in the connect phase. So the advertisements float on Google, and anyone who searches best church marketing agency, I'll have an ad that shows up. They click on that ad, and then when they come to the convert phase is my website. So they click the ad, they come through to my website, and I ask for a small exchange, which might be, you like this information, sign up right now to book your free consultation. Enter your name and email and get the ultimate guide to church marketing. And they put in their name, they put in their email, they send that to me, and I send them a free download. I send them a free course. This right here may be a free course at some point. But I meet a deeply felt need, and that starts the relationship. So we've invited them with us. We meet another deeply felt need. Sometimes it can be the same depending on how it works. But we're asking for a small commitment. And then we call them to action. So as the example, on my website, the button is really bright. It's the most noticeable thing on the page, and it says, schedule my free marketing assessment. And it's everywhere. It's obnoxious. But everybody knows if they want to move closer in relationship with Clickmill as a church marketing organization, they got to click the orange button. That is the action. You say yes or you say no. Jesus says, sell all your possessions, give it to the poor, and follow me. That's the big orange button. You say yes or you say no. And then lastly, we've got the close. So in our analogy with my website, I get them on an email list. So I say, get your ultimate free super duper guide. Just give me your name and email. Well, I can separate with my name and email for that. That seems like that's really high quality, which it should be. It should meet a deeply felt need. Now, the next thing is I'm going to ask them to take my desired action. So that convert phase is not your desired action. That is an intermediary action to build a relationship and to connect with them further. The close, we're asking for the sale. This is, as I was selling couches, why don't you go ahead and buy this couch? And the guy's like, okay, let's do that. So this is the ultimate thing we want to do. The issue is we have to build trust. And let's see. So we have to build trust. And the greater the thing that we're asking for, the more trust has to be there to sustain the relationship. We're going to talk more about that, but that's very important. The close often has a trust-building factor in it.
Don't stop now. We have tons of other videos for you to watch and learn how to reach more people more effectively. If you loved this video and you don't want to miss out on what we have coming up for you next, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell to keep up to date on our newest content. If you'd like to work with Clickmill personally, head on over to clickmill.co, where you can learn more about our proven marketing strategies. I look forward to seeing you in the very next video.